Anyway, Derek, do you want to jack us off into this next episode?
Well, you guys are all in the room. It makes me nervous. Can't just whip it out right now.
Derek, if you're going to start in pornos in the future, you have to be comfortable around
Whipping
people,
it
right?
out. Yeah.
Like,
Show
come on.
us your penis. Oh, yeah. Careful putting stuff on the table because it's going to make a lot of noise with this.
Oh,
Right, Derek, so be careful putting your dick on the table.
Play Pokemon or like welcome us back to this fucking show?
I'm gonna do both.
Oh,
Derek, please.
not for very long. Your battery's about to die, Derek. No,
Welcome to the good, the bad, and the bloody. I'm Derek Brown.
I'm Cody Bowden.
I'm Scott Stark.
I'm Kalen Calton.
You might as well say who you fucking are.
Cameron Bowden.
You're
You didn't
here.
see this movie.
Here's the cut for this episode.
Cameron just in the corner watching us fuck this microphone. Oh my.
It's like a bunch of retards.
Trying to hump the
Trying to
doorknob
hump the
out
doorknob.
there.
Oh my.
You're the only man out there. It's a great movie. Oh man.
Speaking of movies.
Oh my god, Scott. There's four of us in a room. We're all basically comedians. And you're just gonna go right into the
I'm
movie.
going to get right to the meat of this.
Oh my
This
gosh.
week.
Jesus. At least let us put some like pepperoncinis on that sandwich.
No, what? No, fuck off.
God, Scott's just ripping
I
up on
want
this.
pickles on my sandwich.
Oh.
No, you can fuck off too.
Alright, hold on.
You guys are
You're
so
getting mayonnaise and
elaborate.
tomatoes.
Why not just a bread sandwich?
How about a
There's
toast
a toast sandwich. That's a thing. I covered that in the last episode.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fucking yeah. Look it up. I told you about this. A toast sandwich. Fuck off.
No, you didn't.
Refer to episode 62.
Like toast with the butter and whatnot? Like,
we are
you
not
actually
on
making
62.
toast.
Oh, we were probably on like 70 or so.
This will be 57.
Oh
What?
wow, cool. So you need to go back and.
No, I didn't number things.
No, I
Numbering
just
things are
count
for
'em.
queers.
Well, we gotta count them.
So we should be numbering things? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, technically, no.
I don't want to number anything.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Your days.
So Derek's playing Pokemon.
I'm trying to get to a save.
Kalen is a Pokemon. How about? Oh, you know what? Before we talk about the movie, let's talk about some current events. How about that Pokemon?
Pokemon
All right,
Go?
let's move on.
That's it. That's
Team
it.
Valor is superior.
It's obvious.
Everyone else
like
is
Valor is all the way.
scum.
I'm not sure we're actually talking about Pokemon.
No, get out of here. Fuck
Good.
off.
Good.
It's all about that mystic left, son.
Oh, for
No.
fuck's sakes.
We need to cash in on this Pokemon Go thing while we can, guys.
It's too late for that. You should have done it right before the game
Damn it.
came out.
How do you
Probably
cash
right.
in on a
The
cash
stocks
in?
went-
I don't know. You just talk about it and people come and they're like, oh, hey,
The title of this
Pokemon Go,
episode, Pokemon Go and Lights Out.
Yeah. Well, with the lights out, it's less dangerous.
I don't think
I'm
anyone
just
wants to see that. It's too saturated right now, the market. We have to be like, not to be edgy, we have to be like, the end of Pokemon Go?
Right.
Question mark, question
Don't forget to put
Is
moves in the
Pokemon
front,
Go
too.
sexist?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, yeah. You won't believe what happens next. Justin Bieber's in the back.
Oh, jeez.
They should probably get the brain into this.
No, here's the thing.
Sexual.
Are clickbaits too addicting?
Click here to find out.
You won't believe number 3.
Click on the link. It says, yes, they are addicting.
You have a fucking problem.
No, regarding Pokemon Go, when I was up in Twin Falls this week, I drive past a memorial park, like a graveyard for our soldiers and veterans
Oh, yeah.
who are dead, obviously.
How'd that go then?
There are a ton of Pokestops in there.
That's really fucked.
So as I left work one day, I was just like, I'll see you at the hotel, Jim. I'm going to make a quick stop.
I'm gonna go
or
to the
five.
I'm gonna go to the funeral home.
Yeah.
Catch some gas leaves.
Man, I cashed out like a pimp in there.
Dude, was it all like dark ghost type Pokemon?
No.
Oh,
It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but
Oh, jeez.
That reminds
Are there
me,
any
I gotta pull it up.
Pokemons that look kind of inherently like terrorists?
I
What's
don't
the
know.
plural of Pokemon? Is it just Pokemon?
Yeah.
Like, look at all those Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like moose or deer
Yeah, that's still
or other hooved animals, I'm sure. Sheep.
What about Dick Dicks? Oh, I guess Dick Dicks.
What?
Dick Dick. You know what a Dick Dick is, right? We have one at the zoo. They're like tiny little deers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
I believe you. You went to the zoo.
Fuck yeah.
I
went
would go
to
to
the
the
zoo.
zoo. I don't know.
Apparently, there's a ton of different Pokemon down at the zoo.
I bet, dude. There's also a lot of animals there, too. For all these kids that actually want to go there for the fucking animals. Are they gonna make Poke Parks and shit now? God tell me.
I don't know.
They're fucking gonna do that. I know they are.
I sure hope
Somebody's
so.
gonna try it.
Yeah.
You get your augmented reality goggles at the gate.
Jesus. Dude, it'll be like Safari
Just-
Zone. Oh,
Just a
shit.
bunch of horny weebs
I'm
walking
sure.
around.
I'm sure there'll be like an attraction somewhere based on that, on augmented reality.
I caught a Lugia.
Oops.
It's very popular.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's talk
Speaking
about...
of very popular, though, this is probably the biggest theater turnout this year so far.
Yeah, because every
For this-
fucking high schooler was like, oh, we gotta see it because we're so edgy.
It's the newest horror movie that had a decent trailer.
It's like, yeah, it's like, because everyone saw that fucking Vine where, like, the same kind of thing happened, you know? Like the little YouTube video where that's like, oh, what would happen in real life? So, I mean, obviously this is, like, a lot of trailer bait. I don't know how I feel really about this movie.
I just wanted to show you this since you were already talking about Pokestops. Imagine if that was you that was dead and you're in total involvement of life. It's just that now you're a Pokestop.
What a great guy.
It's just like it says Nick, what a great guy. And his funeral, like his tombstone is literally a Pokestop.
Holy shit.
It's like just imagine that being
what
your
a
fate.
great guy.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Pokemon anymore.
Yeah, fucking stop.
Talk about the scary movie we just saw.
All right, I'm
Derek,
sorry.
Why don't,
I'm
you
sorry.
why don't you explain? Because you seem to know about some YouTube video or something.
Yeah, the origin of this movie comes from a YouTube video that some dude made.
Okay.
Some dude and his either girlfriend or sister, whichever one. I say both.
Yeah. Oh God. Is this filmed in Kentucky?
And it's just a 2-minute video, and it's compromised of the hallway scene where this woman flicks on and flicks off the light that you may see in the trailer.
Like the hatch singing slasher.
Yes,
The lights will flicker on and off, just like the story.
Yeah, and the walls will ooze green slime.
But they always do that.
That's right. And then it cuts to her going to bed, and she looks over after the light flicks off and sees the ghosts, and then it all cuts to black and ends.
Yeah.
And
But-
somebody saw that and went,
Let's make a full movie with no real explanation about
Yeah.
what we're fighting. They could have easily just had ghosts or
Yeah,
demons.
an
but they-
explanation.
they had
I'm
to
glad
make-
it didn't have demons or just
Well,
fucking.
no, because then
ghosts.
we have like a fucking like X-Men or some shit. Like I don't even.
I'd
know
rather
exactly
that
what's
than
going on.
another fucking ghost who is just vaguely powerful.
Yeah, but this
In
is
quotation
But this
marks,
is
or a
vaguely
demon
powerful
who-
with vague explanations. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I appreciate the effort.
okay, so basically it's about like the main villain baddie, whatever. Her name is Diana, and she's a fucking shadow figure. And apparently she has some rare condition. I'm not even gonna
She
say
had a rare
disease.
skin condition when
Yeah.
she was in.
Yeah, I think it was like a disease.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where she
yeah.
was super sensitive to light, she'd burn up like a vampire. And everyone's like, everyone said Diana was evil. And it's like, okay. And then apparently they said like, hey, I got a great idea for an experiment. You know that girl that like dies in the sunlight? Let's blast her with a whole fuckload of lights. And they literally turned into like ash. and like
Well, to be
pumpkins.
fair, we don't know what else happened in the experiment.
Well, I don't know what
It's implied that they blasted her with 1 billion
But
watts
why?
of light, but we don't know what else could
Hey,
happen.
The only other
Like, it kept
like,
it pretty vague, so
Yeah.
it could have been anything.
the only thing else they told about Diana beforehand was that she was like friends with Sophia, who was like the main girl's
Well, there was
mom.
another thing.
Main guy.
It's, I mean, I guess she was like trying to get in
It was-
her head and make her seem like a friend.
They kind of implied that she can get in your head somehow, whatever that means. And before
Mind
she was
games.
in the mental hospital, she was found locked in a basement,
Yeah.
and her father or whatever had committed suicide.
So it's about a little boy who doesn't like his mom too much because she's being controlled by Diana. Or like
Or
being
She just comes
influenced.
off as crazy.
She was in the hospital for depression,
Yeah.
and she takes pills for it.
And
which
apparently
she's
the Diana feeds off her depression and psychotic needs.
Just as ghosts do, they feed on negative
Yeah.
emotion.
And so that's how she's not really dead, because she would have died in the experiment. So she's like some weird, like, supernatural fucking demon.
She's
She's just a
her own
ghost.
thing. She's her own
not
thing.
a go-
Yeah, she's her own thing, and she's proud to be it. You're just
She identifies as a supernatural entity.
God, I fucking hate this movie.
You are so fucking salty.
I am
love it.
fucking salty, because there's no fucking scientific... Everything that has, like, some kind of reason behind it immediately gets, like, backfired. It's like, okay, there's a part where, like, a UV light doesn't apparently hurt her, but, like, normal flashlights do, and it's like, what? It's still light. What the fuck?
It did switch between either making her invisible again or hurting her.
Yeah, and apparently, like, if you shine a light on her, she won't get hurt, but she'll disappear. But if you shine a UV light and then a regular light on her, apparently you can target her and, like, fucking... Somehow it stuns her, I don't know.
I wish the kid would have come out and been like, I know how to do this. I've been playing Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, seriously. That's what
I wish I would have explained that a little bit more.
There's no explanation.
They could have.
They never will. No, there's no way you could explain that.
It's because black light ain't really light.
It is. It is.
Black lights matter.
Oh my god.
Isn't it like ultraviolet light technically? But I don't know. I don't know how you describe
It's
that.
just its own
And
brand.
also, like, if a flashlight, like, just destroys her, like, how come, like, any sunlight, like, ambient sunlight didn't just obliterate that bitch?
Or the moon.
Well, because she has to be
Yes.
under the black light in order to be hurt by the light.
Why?
First. Because that's the way it works.
What, are they making a video game or some shit?
Maybe that's what part of the experiment
Is this
was.
some
Who
Dark
knows?
Souls boss I don't know about? Gotta go behind
I
the
sure
throne
hope
and pick
so.
up the Sword of Storms and shit? Fucking...
I think we're coming at this from different angles, and
Yeah.
because he's salty about it, so he's coming at it from a negative. I won't accept these explanations.
No.
I'm coming at it from an I was thoroughly
Yeah.
entertained angle, so I don't
Yeah.
mind the scientific inaccuracies.
Like
here.
basically how I see it is I just kind of go with what the film gives me. Like if something
I can
works,
accept-
it works.
I
If
can
it doesn't
accept that
work,
sometimes.
it doesn't
I
work.
can
But
suspend my disbelief sometimes. It depends
Yeah.
heavily on the film itself. But,
Yeah, I only...
but this one I was able to do it pretty easily, and I went along with it, and I had a good time.
Okay, well, let's talk about the fucking people in the theater.
Oh yeah, they had just a good old time.
Yeah, a lot of high schoolers.
They were fun.
A lot of kids screaming like crazy. Like it wasn't even like jump scares. It was like action bits, and it was
There were those very tense moments. Like she backs up at one point while holding the black light to a door that opened and she didn't realize it.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh no, get out of the light!"
Everybody turned into a black woman because they were like, "Oh hell no!"
Yeah, seriously. And like, and the shit happened that was obviously going to happen, and they would still be like, "Holy fuck!" And it's like, why are you screaming the whole time? Like I felt like they were like everyone was riding Sibians but me, and I'm just left out of this.
I get that reference.
Yes. And I'm just sitting there on my normal movie seat while everyone else is having a fucking orgasm. Dude, the fucking theater was thundering, man.
You know, they
Only reactions I ever had was like, at one point, I can't remember what scene it was, but I was biting down on my finger pretty
I
hard.
saw you at the edge of your seat one time, and I think it was one of the moments where I was like throwing my hands in the air, just like,
he threw his hands up.
Threw your hands in the air like,
Yeah.
that's kind of fair.
so fucking, I don't know. The salt.
Salty.
The salt.
Over-salted.
Oversalted.
The salt
This
mines
movie.
are opened for business.
God damn.
NACO.
Feel free to mine.
I am mining this. I'm mining this for all I can get.
Alright,
You
well,
minor.
what about, so I mean, you know, this is, I would like to say this is a more of a romance action movie.
Wow, an action romance.
I would say I don't know, action. It's a thriller in some way. I
Yeah.
would throw the word thriller in there because I kind of liked the mystery it set up in the first half. I didn't like the payoff
You
so
only
much.
think it's an action film
Yeah.
because you don't remember the Purge election year.
That's true.
There was only action in the very end either.
Well,
The
yeah,
very
do-
end and,
Do you guys agree with me that Diana's not really scary?
Yeah.
Just the concept, really.
the concept was scary, which
Like-
is what I appreciate because I'm kind of hungry for good concepts. in
Yeah,
horror
but I
films
mean,
these
I'm
days.
not gonna be even thinking about this tonight. I guarantee it. Like, I'm gonna
It's
be in a
spooky
dark
to your
room,
core.
and I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah, me neither.
all right,
I'd say it's more like a theme park ride than
yeah,
a deep experience.
yeah. Maybe if they made Diana more mysterious, I think that's why I wanted.
Yeah,
to
I
be
was
just
wondering
a ghost.
when they were going to stop explaining her
'Cause
because
it was-
I would have been happy.
Yeah, it was
Like,
at the
way
point where they
earlier.
were just like, "Fuck off, Diana," and she's like, "No," and it's like, okay. But if she was like this entity that never even talked, like just super mysterious, I would have been like, "What?"
Yeah, I think
I
it would have
don't-
been better to keep it.
There was only
Yeah.
one part I ever did not like it when she didn't talk, and that was right at the end when the mom comes out with the gun and shoots at her, and then she's like, "You know that won't hurt me." It was like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they can't.
that was the one part that
I
was
don't-
kind of like, you didn't need
Yeah.
to say that.
It's like scary video games where like you have a fucking like gun that can kill the scary things. Like I played, I don't even remember what game. I think it was a Condemned game, and I had a and I had a revolver like right off the bat. And this guy comes on the corner of the lead pipe, and he's like, "Ah!" And I immediately shot him in the face, and I was just like, "Oh, okay." Like I guess I was supposed to be scared because of music, but he's fucking dead. I killed him. It's not scary anymore.
Well, like,
Mama
the
just
fact-
killed a man.
And the whole movie, they're fighting this bitch, and I'm just like, the whole time I'm just like, give him the left hook, Diana.
I would have been
Shoot
shoot
the
to see
J.
that. Like, even though it's in the shadow, you can still like punch it or something.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the boyfriend to just like uppercut the
That's
fucking
what,
ghost.
yeah,
Oh, man.
and you shouldn't have those thoughts when you're supposed to be like terrified of this mysterious power. I mean, like, I don't know.
I would say I disagree with how scary the ghost is, just from my personal
You think
experiences
it's more
with
scary?
that thing. Hit me like hit a trigger in my childhood.
But it wasn't like a spooky ghost. It was like an animal.
That's
I
why it
can
was
appreciate
spooky.
I guess.
Like that beginning part was pretty good. That
I've
was
had
pretty spooky.
nightmares with shit that look
But-
just like that.
Yeah, but I'm just
I
saying,
thought
like,
the design was good.
for me, it triggered more fight than flight. You know, like, I didn't want to run away. I wanted to be like, grab a flashlight and hit the bitch. You know?
I more have
Yeah,
a freeze reaction myself.
kind of see that. I don't know. I don't know if I would fight or flight.
That's just
if I
me.
came face to face with it.
Because, I don't know.
Or I would have been like the boyfriend, Brad. I would have just fucking
Yeah.
hit the car,
Yeah,
turn
no.
on the lights on the inside, and been like,
Well, he knew
"Alright."
he couldn't fight it, so he was really smart. So he was running away because not because he was scared, because he was like trying to survive.
Yeah,
And that's
then-
that's why I wasn't like, oh shit, Brad, no. I was just like, what's he gonna do?
I was sitting there thinking, is he just gone for the rest of the movie?
And I knew he was.
But
coming
then when he
back.
came back with the cops, I was like, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of like
a smart guy. That was actually like, it's like, yeah, get the fucking cops. Cops are worthless, but what do you expect?
they got
Fucking
good cannon fodder
Movies that have terrible
to
cops.
raise the stakes.
Yeah, I've only seen
Because the
one.
ghost hadn't killed anybody in a while by that point.
That's true. Actually,
You got to establish that the
I
ghost
think
is
the
real
only
dangerous.
person besides the cops that the ghost killed was the dad, right?
In the
was-
very beginning.
In the
of
very
movie.
beginning, and it's also implied that the
stepdad died.
the stepdad was killed by the ghost.
I
As
thought
well.
he just
No,
ran
the
away.
stepdad-
That's what the story was, but at the end, it kind of implied that the stepdad died from the ghost.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Was it the
No,
stepdad that
it
killed
was the
the girl?
stepdad that got killed in the beginning of the movie, and her real dad.
Yeah, the
possibly-
stepdad died in the beginning, of the, and the real dad. No, that's what I meant to say. Was I saying stepdad before?
Yeah. You
Okay.
said the
the
other
real
way
dad
around.
was implied to have like,
Oh, trust
He
me.
didn't leave.
Our viewers aren't gonna really know.
but it's implied that he was killed by the ghost as well. Both dads were implied to be killed by the
straight
ghost.
up killed.
Hmm.
It's not that
Just
guy.
like my
which is good.
goldfish.
That guy looked like a mix between
He
Willem
didn't really
Dafoe
die,
and
he just
like,
ran away.
and like
I was surprised he
Yeah,
died at the
maybe.
beginning. I actually thought
yeah. I
Oh,
thought
is
he
he
was
like the main character? Yeah, I thought that
Me
too.
too. But then that wouldn't have made sense to me because like seeing the trailers, I was just like, I don't remember my fatherly figure. Oh shit, Karen, just break your fucking foot.
That was painful.
Never
Jesus.
walk again. Speaking of which, the beginning is so strong in this movie.
Is it though?
I
thought
thought
so.
so.
I
I think they did a good intro too. I actually
I
agree.
even thought the middle was pretty good. I mean, it was a little slower, but it was pretty thrilling.
I don't know
I was
what-
excited to see where it was going. I
all
was
the
getting
slow
flashbacks
tense
to
bits were
SCP
great.
Wiki.
I didn't think they were.
Like,
I don't know what ruined it for me in this movie. Maybe just because I was next to a bunch of like fuckers in flat bill hats, just like, oh, saw dude,
they thought you were cool with it because you were saying that Saw dude right before the movie
Well,
started.
they didn't hear that shit, but you know what I mean. Like I'm just sitting there like pondering fucking life while watching this movie, and these kids just like, oh shit, he's gonna get him. Don't go in the room.
I think I literally had somebody say, "I'm so scared right now."
Yes.
I'm like, oh my god, is this a real
That's
human being?
that's why I was so turned off by it because I was just like
These fucking
these
normies.
pussies.
I came out to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling so attacked
Like
right now.
I mean, we see some scary movies, but like this is like when teenagers went to go see Paranormal Activity for the first time, and everyone shat themselves, and you're just like, yeah, it was pretty spooky, but everyone's like
but-
crying.
Yeah, I honestly feel like all the like laughter and everything that was going on too, like kind of ruins the mood. Like
Yeah.
if you're not like
Yeah.
completely like silenced around you, it's harder to focus on the movie and
Also,
like what's happening.
The actual volume in the theater was pretty quiet. That just happens.
There's a lot of quiet bits in the movie anyway.
But that
And
does...
that comes from James Wan being the producer on this thing.
Oh shit!
You could totally feel his vibes all over this shit.
It does.
Like anytime some kind of spooky thing was kind of being alluded to, it'd have his trademark string soundtrack in the
I didn't
background.
notice it. It's too
I
quiet.
thought, is that good though? Is the soundtrack good because you didn't
it's
even know it was there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is
I mean-
good. Yeah, we pointed out some terrible soundtracks before.
It's either really good or really bad if you
Oh, really
if you
weird.
notice it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the soundtrack
I mean-
in It Follows was really good.
I
Yeah.
thought
But at
Insidious.
first,
that's
you
some
think,
spots,
at first you think
yeah.
you hate it, and then you're like, oh, it's actually pretty weird. Because it's unsettling because it's not music you normally listen to. But I digest. I forget sometimes that people are a lot less tolerant of this stuff because, like, I don't know, like The Conjuring is a fucking scary ass movie, and I love that movie. But like, I'm not gonna get nightmares, but a normal person would, and I forget that all the time. Like my store managers, she's like, oh, I'm not gonna sleep for days. I'm like, really? And I'm like, oh, I guess, yeah.
You got them after It Follows.
Yeah.
And that's probably the closest
And I
to
didn't,
this type of movie.
and I didn't think I would. But that's, conceptually, man, that's one of the hardest hitting movies I've seen. This movie, though, man, I mean, like, okay, so Diana is... Well, let's talk about the sister. So she's basically becoming the mom. She's trying to kidnap, not kidnap, but, like, take the boy away from the crazy mom. And
because she thinks she's crazy.
and she's, like, the worst girlfriend ever, because she's been, like, fucking the same guy for, like, 8 months, and he, like, is really nice and really likes her, and she's like, don't even don't get your socks out of here. No socks.
Didn't even consider him a boyfriend in the beginning.
And dude, I would have, like, fucking bounced. I would have been like, man, like, I don't care how cool you are. Like, you're not treating me right.
I would have been kind of salty, but I guess he handled it well, so maybe that's just kind of...
He should have just, like, distanced himself from her. He's so stupid for falling into this. And that's how those, like, ghetto-ass hoes will get you.
What? She had the same kind of arc that Annabelle did in Mama.
Yeah.
I think. She didn't want to have anything to do with any kind of...
But in Annabelle, she loved her boyfriend.
Yeah. She just didn't like kids. In this one, she liked at least her brother.
She liked kids, but didn't like the boyfriend. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, that's perfect.
But then by the end, boom.
Oh, fuck.
Everything came right around.
So go watch Mama. I think that wraps it up. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about, because we got, we got some time, but, let's touch on some stuff. Why don't we go around and talk about our least favorite scene? Or actually, let's go with our favorite first.
Ooh.
Okay,
I think I know what a lot of them are going to be.
Well, what's your favorite scene in this movie?
If I had to pick a favorite, I actually really liked when the mom was trying to convince her kid to, like, accept Diana. Because it kind of showed, like, a story of, like, it kind of made you, at least for me, it kind of made me think of Diana as, like, maybe if people accepted her,
then
maybe, like,
she's
maybe
like,
she
don't
isn't.
be scared. And
And, like,
no.
the kid, like, started trying to turn on the lights, and it freaked Diana out, so she attacked him. I mean, obviously the ghost is evil and is, like, overreacting and controlling and trying
but
to, like...
still, there was a chance it could have been fine.
Like, I honestly feel like if people just accepted Diana, like, that would have worked out better. Like, I still feel like she was controlling and evil, of course, but, like, I honestly feel like...
But that's the thing about it. It's like, why does she have to be evil?
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like she's, like, a tragic kind of a character, too, because, like, at the beginning of the movie, she was killed by light. Like, they just decided to experiment.
She was locked in a basement.
She was
for a long
Hiroshima.
time.
I'd be saltier than I am watching this movie. But,
I don't
like,
know.
fucking Darkness in Pajama Sam games, he's a nice guy.
Right.
You are what you eat from your head to your feet.
Yeah, nigga.
I really like that scene. I'm glad you brought that one up.
Yeah,
Because the kid squirming and trying to move away,
Yeah.
that made me think back to
It's
my
like bad
cousins.
touch.
Like, my cousins trying to throw me in the bathroom and be like, get out there and meet Bloody Mary. And I'm like, no.
Oh, man.
God, no.
Is that why you're like this? I'm just kidding.
Right.
Man, this hit like all the strings.
Jesus, Derek. Well, then what's your favorite scene? Big pussy? I was just kidding. Oh, gosh.
Well, for me, just because it was kind of a levity on just a really funny moment was when Brad splits ass out of the house, runs under this like
Terrace, patio.
terrace thing, and all of a sudden Diana just jumps his ass and lifts him up, and all of a sudden he just like hits the car key,
Yeah, that was
unlock
really...
thing, and the headlights turn on, and she disappears, and he drops, and he's just like,
That was so...
Fuck yeah.
That was so...
That was really that was clever. That was clever.
That was like a really well written action scene because like everything worked fucking perfect. Like when he lost the flashlight, he immediately pulled his phone out. Then his lock screen went off, and then
she broke the phone, and he's like, "Fuck!" Ran,
and he's just getting lucky. But it's like, oh, it's so.
That was great.
I felt like a video game with like action sequences, and you like hitting the button
and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it really felt pretty good. I would say that's my favorite scene, just because I really can't think of. I mean, the scares for me were like hit and miss. So, I did like just to mix it up. I like the part where like the tattoo neon sign outside of her window is flickering on and off.
the one you see in the trailer.
Yeah, and she's like, "Where's my brother?" And then she looks up, and then you see Diana in the corner just scratching shit on the floor, and she's like, "Oh fuck!" And the lights turn on, she's gone. She's like, "Oh fuck!" And then she eventually gets like right next to her, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck!"
That slow crawl was great. Like just focusing on her reaction the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she's trying to get out of bed and not alert Diana to her presence.
And then Diana like fucking. Why didn't Diana try to attack? Why did she fucking carve her neck? She's psychotic too, man.
well, she belonged in the crazy place, man.
Yeah.
I think she was
Crazy
just,
bitches everywhere.
Let's see, what was I trying to say? I think she was just trying to identify herself as like the Diana that she knew with like the carving. I think her presence
Why
is
would
what
she
freaked
do
her
that?
out.
Why would she
Please
do that?
understand.
I don't know why she did. I
understand my pain.
That's weird.
I'm dead now.
What about your pain, Scott? What was your favorite? What was your favorite scene?
My favorite was actually the intro scene, everything before the title.
Well, that's
Weird.
basically the whole movie, honestly. You could just cut that part out and call it a short film.
You almost could. I feel like it established everything we needed to know, everything to get me interested in the rest of the film. It established the limits of the Diana, or not the limits, but the concept really quick without saying anything.
Yeah.
And it was scary and contained, and it made me want to see the rest of the
and
film.
The guy got obliterated. Also, Mannequin Factory. That's fucked.
It was a textile factory.
Oh, was it?
A textile. It was either a factory or a warehouse. The
I see.
guy was a
Something textile.
something
it's
with
a-
textile. So I figure the mannequins were there for displays
I
for
see.
clothes and stuff.
Still terrifying. All right, what
Yeah, I
about?
was surprised they didn't do much. Well, I guess they did do stuff with the mannequins at the end, but I always thought they were going to do stuff with the mannequins in the warehouse.
I see.
Yeah.
It's like mannequins are like horror bait.
That's true.
You're always expecting them to do
That's
something,
true.
and they did kind of show up
They
at
really
the end.
haven't had a movie recently with mannequins, besides the movie Mannequin.
That's a terrible movie.
I know, but Derek, it doesn't
Talk
even-
about a horror movie.
Why don't you tell us your least favorite scene? We're gonna bounce around.
Gosh. My least favorite scene.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, so it was so good that you didn't have a single.
Man, like, there's only one bit that I touched on it
Was
just earlier.
when they were she was shooting her, and she's like,
She-
"That's not gonna work."
Yeah, well, like, we've already seen that the gun doesn't work against
Yeah.
her. So then So then when the mom, who's known her all her life, fucking shoots at her, and then she's just like, that's not gonna work. I was just like,
Like, the fuck?
yeah, we all know. Thanks for reestablishing this, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. Like, okay. And I'd say my least favorite scene is probably what I already talked on a little bit too, where, like, for some fucking reason she can't get hurt in certain light. But I think I'll change it to, just to spice things up a little bit. When she is fucking... Oh, the police officers, that's right.
Oh.
Is that when the officers show up and, like, they handle it so poorly. Like, they're just like, no, go out there. You can only see her with this light. And instead of, like, kind of pausing for a minute and, oh, there's a truck out there.
It means business.
Anyway, purging. And instead of pausing for a minute and saying, like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do I need to know that's around the corner? Like, just explain briefly. They were just like, fuck off, I'm a cop. And they just ran around the corner. Like, I don't care if you're well-trained and stuff. If someone says don't, fucking don't go in there. Like, I would immediately assume someone has set up a booby trap, and maybe those people down there were, like, hostages.
And this is LAPD. They've seen some shit.
Yeah. Don't be like Saw 3, where you're just chasing them down a hallway and you get shotgunned in the head, you know? Fucking idiots. What about you, Kaylin? What's your...
I want to say it's kind of in the same department as Derek, because that happens near the ending. But basically, the whole way they wrapped that movie up was just kind of awful to me. I was really hoping it would go in a different direction,
Me too.
but like,
Where she, spoiler alert, shoots herself to get rid of
yeah,
the-
yeah. I
The
hated
mother,
that.
the mother shoots herself because the ghost is, I guess, attached to her in some way,
Yeah.
and so by killing herself, the ghost goes away.
What a great lesson.
Right.
Just kill yourself.
I just felt there was so many other ways they could have wrapped that up. Like, for example, like the whole UV light thing. They've already established that if you have the UV light on the ghost,
They
and
should
then
have, like,
use,
fought her like that.
yeah, and then actually put like a
Awesome.
flashlight on her, it like burns her and it makes it so she like deteriorates.
And they could have
And-
chased her.
Yeah, exactly. And like the final scene, the UV light is literally right behind
Oh,
Diana.
really?
Like they could have like the main girl could have easily grabbed it and put it right on Deanna, so she basically couldn't turn invisible when light hits her. But instead, like it's not even like a thing that happens. Like the mom just decides to kill herself and that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just felt like
It's just cool stuff for the trailer.
Yeah.
This one ain't meant for
I
you.
felt that they wrapped it up too fast. Like there was too many things that could have happened near the ending, and they just decided to just wrap it up there and there.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, what about you, Scott? What are your
I'm
thoughts on
Kind of in the same boat, but I have some different thoughts. Like, I was really expecting the ending to go with the UV light sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And when she had the gun, like, it kind of implied earlier when the police shot at Diana, and then when the mom shot at Diana, that the reason they weren't hitting her was because when the muzzle flash happened, it would light up the room and she would disappear from that, and the bullet would miss her.
Mm-hmm.
So I really was almost totally convinced that because the UV light was in the background, kind of illuminating Diana, that the mom would shoot at her, realize that the muzzle flash was what was causing her to disappear, like pick up a pillow or a cushion or something, muffle her shot, and then shoot through the pillow, which would, stop the muzzle flash from happening and kill Diana. That's really what I thought would happen.
Yeah.
And when that didn't happen, I was disappointed. Although, killing herself was...
but
it was dark enough that I could enjoy it.
But that's why I had problems
in its own
with...
macabre way.
I had problems with the EUV shit, because
Well, I know you did, but I didn't.
It's so macabre.
Because the light didn't make her invisible or not. It made her, intangible. I don't... But she couldn't also go through it. I don't get it. So, if you shine a light on her, does she automatically get, warped and, kicked into the nearest darkness?
That's something we could have used explained a little bit more.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think it was... I thought it was fucking... kill me.
No, you have to suffer more.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let's fucking... You know what?
Rate this movie.
Yeah, and then we can talk about some bullshit afterward. Kaylin, let's start with... No, Scott.
Me?
No, let's start with Scott. Let's start with Scott. Scott, what do you rate this movie out of 10 spooks?
Just gotta think for a second.
10 being Stanley Kubrick and 0 being Uwe Boll.
Oh. Well, I'm tempted to give it an 8, but I think I gotta give it a 7, because even though I was thoroughly entertained, and I was thrilled for most of the film, and I wasn't dissatisfied with the ending that bad,
Yeah.
I think it was just a real nice summer film. A good,
Summer
a good hour and a
blockbuster.
half spent.
Alright.
I was entertained
All
thoroughly.
I give this movie a 6 out of 10. Because it's
Wow,
only a 6. That's right.
Well, I
Fuck
thought you were
off.
going to be saltier even.
No,
I thought it'd be like a 3 or 4
no,
for you.
because it's a little bit better than the average movie we see, honestly. But
Maybe I should have given it an 8.
I'll
I'll give it an 8.
I would have
man.
killed you, Scott. Why? It's not an 8. It's not an 8 movie at all.
Yeah,
all
but
right?
compared to you, I had an 8. I had an 8's worth of time.
It's like a
compared
good.
to your 6's
It's
worth
like
of
a
time.
good romance movie. That's all I can really say.
I had fun.
Dude, the only thing I really cared about was the relationship between the fucking boyfriend, and also when he runs away from her is also cool. Anything with the boyfriend, I'm just dude, I want to see this guy kick more ass. I don't care about any of the other characters really. Also, the kid, just I don't know. I like it's fuck it.
I think you're having a 5 at a time.
I'm having a fucking. I want to say just 5, but I feel like it's just a little. Man, there's a scene where the kid is holding a candle walking through the hallway. I wanted that to burn his hands so fucking bad.
That would have been funny. Just
shit like that.
put the candle back.
Yeah. Anyway, Derek, where do you give this movie out of 10?
10.
Wow.
No, you fucking don't.
I do.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I really do.
Holy shit!
That's nothing compared to your short and sweet.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I love it.
No, I'm not.
This was a perfect movie to you?
No, nothing's perfect. Not
Holy
even,
shit, you're fucking...
The Thing's not even a perfect movie, and that's my favorite scary movie
Yeah,
of all
but
time.
this deserves a 10.
Because it hit on every little nerve
For
of mine.
you, for you, I guess. I mean, it is your rating.
It was...
I'm not gonna
It hit
give you
me
shit.
emotionally. It was visually awesome. The great characters, great original concept to it as well. In a
So
year,
original, straight from the Vine comp.
Well, I haven't seen it done in a blockbuster.
because the
film.
previously highest thing I rated was The Witch with 9.5, and I gave it that extra half because I've not seen a witch movie in a long time.
Oh, but you can't give this a higher rating than The Witch.
I like it more than The Witch.
Oh my god.
So we can.
You'd watch this again?
I would.
For sure. What the
I
hell?
think I would too.
For definitely.
Like in a couple
man.
days, not probably weeks even, and with other people.
And
I had a good time.
And even when
I
it
stand
broke
by
its
my
own
eight.
rules, there are other movies that have broken its rules that we've given better acclaim to. Like
Okay.
It Follows.
I'm surprised it's a 10 out of 10. That's all. I expected maybe Scott's kind of area,
Eight.
but 10. Jeez.
Oh no.
Well, I'm just too logical to give into the gimmick. That's
Too salty.
That's what
I even
kills
liked
you.
it more than The Conjuring 2, and that was the shit.
God damn.
That was the bee's knees.
That's why you've been so quiet, because you know it's going to piss off dude.
Well, what about?
He's so reserved about his 10 because he knows that he's
Well,
so
I'm
excited
just
about
saying,
it.
there's so many flaws in the logic that it pisses me off to the point where I don't care that it's supposed to be super.
Sometimes I can get like that. I can't suspend my disbelief, and I
No.
just can't buy it.
I
But for
was
this
just-
one, I could.
I was just suck a cock. This makes so. How the fuck did she get in the house? Fuck this fucking movie.
Salt.
All right, it's Kaylin. What do you rate this?
I want to say either a 7 or a 6.5. I just wish they would have handled a lot of the things better in the movie.
Yes,
Like honestly, I feel like Diana, they didn't really explain like why she is so possessive,
she's just dirty,
or
dirty
like
Diana.
I don't know. I was really hoping they would like make you feel bad for Diana too, like maybe near the end.
That would have
Beta
been
as
nice,
fuck.
actually.
She
Like
was.
yeah, I don't know.
Better living
Well, that
two
makes
ghosts.
sense. We'll give you a 6 points.
And also, good child actor.
yeah, actually,
Look
we
at
did.
you. Yeah, it was good acting.
I couldn't decide at first if he was just shit or if he was.
No, he's good.
And another thing, I
Yeah,
actually really didn't like Sophie because she seems so back and forth. Like 1 minute she's trying to convince her kid that like Diana's good, and like you have to accept her, like she's turning off the lights, and now you're coming up
Accept
to
her
her.
into your heart.
And then like when her daughter is going up to like see if she's okay in her room and telling him that they're spending the night and that she loves her, she like throws her a note saying, "Please help me."
Well, that's the
like,
thing.
oh man,
I
Diana's
think-
so evil now.
I would just blame that on Sophie being crazy, but at the same time, the mom was torn apart because it's like either I accept her or I die. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, it's like what would you do? It's kind of just like saying like, oh, hey man, I got this gigantic leech. You have to fucking like this leech, because if you don't, whenever you piss it off, I get fucking I get killed.
Yeah.
Well,
She's gonna slap me across the dinner
Like
table
Diana.
again.
And you
Yeah.
slap
It's bad
the
enough
leech
that
and
I
then
make
it
shitty
jumps on you.
meatloaf for it.
Yeah, what the fuck am I talking about? All right, well, fucking. Anything else we want to say about this movie? Maybe Derek, you might have some words about it because I don't know. You said it touched your childhood. Show me on the doll where it touched you.
Right here.
Right in the poop.
Yeah.
It touched me on Kaylin's wiener.
Oh,
You just
jeez.
want an excuse to touch my dick, Derek.
Oh man,
Admit it.
you peed my pants.
I don't know who did it, but somebody shit my pants. No, there's a lot of stuff that just really worked for this movie.
Well, I
like
mean,
the music, camera movement.
Oh, the lighting angles are really good. I noticed
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of times
Yeah.
they were holding flashlights and candles. The lighting just went on their face in a really.
I also
really good
give
way.
it the brownie points of this being a directorial debut.
Well, I think I got a
No, was it?
good compromise for this. How about we say the tagline for this movie is the gimmick that you have to see.
The gimmick.
How do we
I
come
say
up with a
everybody
tagline?
should watch it. If you watch the trailer first,
You mean the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucking sorry.
either watch the trailer or watch the short that this is based off.
Triggers.
And if you like it enough, the idea of it and what it looks like, then go ahead and watch it.
Needs to be more good ideas in horror films.
But like I said, I've had plenty of nightmares regarding something that looked almost exactly like this ghost.
That's kind of weird.
So it hit me like a freight truck,
Weird.
seeing that shit in the trailer for the first time. Like black figures come and go, but then all of a sudden it turns around and it's got like barely gray.
Oh yeah,
white
the eyes
eyes.
were a good
I was
idea
like,
for that.
fuck.
Yeah.
You
Ah,
should have done the stuff with that more.
hello darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
God damn.
She's just some silhouette ass bitch. Anyway, well, what are we
Yes.
watching next week, dude? What are we doing?
Oh gosh.
Gosh, can't help you now.
I got a couple of movies on DVD that I found at Walmart that are 2016 films. There's a zombie one. There's this other one I can't. Oh, there's another witch one called Witchcraft.
Oh, we should see that. Well,
Or Netflix and Kill. It's
What's it?
called Holidays.
oh, but it's still 2016. right?
Yeah, it's an anthology one.
So no matter what we watch, it's going to be a new movie for this year, guys. So
Yeah.
I want you guys to watch Event Horizon someday.
Event Horizon.
That's one I liked quite a bit.
We could write that down.
That's on Netflix.
Okay. Well, now
Have you seen it, Derek?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
Bits and pieces when I was very young.
Well, now it's on the
I like it
it's
quite a
on the record here because it's in the podcast. So we're gonna try to remember that. Don't let us forget then.
I'll try.
So, all right. In that case, join us next week where we watch another 2016 horror movie that's not in theaters.
Whether anybody likes it or not.
I probably won't. So salty. So much sodium.
I prefer pepper to my salt.
Yeah.
That's just me.
So peppery.
Yeah.